The views and opinions of this broadcast do not reflect the views and opinions of Armed Media, New Productions and its affiliates. Enjoy the show.
Not helping having you around. As I painfully count my calories, I'd bet my whole week's salary. I lose nothing, you don't gain a pound. Send a text with the songy music.
Wow, look at this sauce here. I mean, it looks good. The ingredients look good. Everything looks good. The container looks good. Everything looks really nice, but I don't know. Is it any good?
Is it any good? A fucking face is on it.
I know that I'm exactly who I was meant to be. I'm a big fish in a small pond. Got my days free and the nights long. I create my own reality. Who I am is fine with me. Let's as famous as I wanna be. Who I am is fine with me. It's who I am.
Oh my God, Leo, you're amazing. Hey everybody, it's Maria from What's the Story with Maria. How's it going? So good to be here. Tuesday, is my favorite night of the week. I can't help it. We are coming to you live from New York City and Armed Radio, armeddigitalmedia.com, Armed Radio Global. Jimmy Bell is our producer and engineer. And I don't know, for some reason, we're not going through the radio station tonight live, but we will be in podcast, so don't fret. We'll be live here, and then Jimmy takes care of it, and we end up in podcasts on Spotify, Spreaker, and iHeartRadio. You can hear all our stuff. And the genius that is Leo Rodriguez, who is our accidental intern. It started off accidental stage manager. And I got to say, Leo, you're kind of like my accidental Ed McMahon now.
I like that.
Yeah, that's where we're going now for a Christmas gift, the accidental Ed McMahon. Yeah. So
we have to do the envelope. We have to do the envelope gig.
Oh my God, we have to. Remember when he used to blow on it? So Rena Cunali-Berge, oh my God, Rena, you're the first one in tonight. She is my cousin from Massachusetts. She has checked in. She says hello and happy Tuesday. Catherine Salvio. Hi, honey, my buddy. Mwah. She says hi, sweethearts. That's your duet partner, Catherine. Leo Rodriguez and Catherine did many a duet in our cabaret show.
That's love.
Ed Kutu from Blade Salon in Rocky Hill, Connecticut has checked in, as well as that little scamp, Dominic Pupa. He is a scamp. And Eduardo McMahon, he said, yes, that was very cute. And good. Johnny Tomorrow, hey, Johnny, what's up, buddy? Love you too, Catherine. She says, love you both. Boy, we have our people in right away. So we are going live on the What's the Story with Maria page. We're going live on the Maria Gentili page. We're going live on the What's the Story with Maria YouTube page, all courtesy of Leo Rodriguez.
Well, Facebook and YouTube as well.
Yes. Well, you're running everything, though. You're like the man behind the curtain. All the levers, It's like the old movies when the mad scientist would be behind there. Remember? That's you. You're the mad scientist.
It's so much fun when something goes like the power goes down or a computer freezes up or something like that, and we just keep it smooth and.
You keep it smoothly. I just keep going and doing what I'm doing. But you're amazing.
But it's what we love to do. It's showbiz.
It is showbiz.
The show must go on, and we do that. You do it well.
Ed Kutu said Eduardo is a great name. Yes, it is, Eddie. Eddie, you should be receiving your aprons any day now. Your aprons. I know. Leo is very excited. Your mugs and your tote bags. Shall we tell them about why we're excited about the apron?
Well, I think you should start. What is tonight's theme?
What's tonight's theme? Tonight's theme is jazz.
It's jazz, but what did you entitle the show? And
Brooklyn After Dark. I call the show Brooklyn After Dark because two of our guests have a radio show called Jazz Just After Dark. They're jazz aficionados. And my other amazing guest, Sarah Mucho, she is a jazz girl, but she does a lot of other things. And they're all from Brooklyn. And I'm like, we got to go with the Brooklyn theme. So we named it Jazz After Dark.
Which
now,
made me think of saxophone music, which
I have my
calendar.
Jump shirt on. There's a sax player. So Leo started feeling all sexy, you know, as Leo often does. He starts shimmying a little bit. Okay, so what do we got?
And
Are you showing the apron first? So he gets.
I'm getting
he's
ready
very
to
excited.
put on my apron for my calendar that we're posing for.
Yes. Okay. So this is very exciting. So we have merchandise, of course, and this is our most popular item. It's our Go Ahead, Keep Eating. Thank you for modeling that, Leo. Go Ahead, Keep Eating blue apron. Now, why it's $25, but worth every penny. Why is this so special, and why is Leo beside himself, over the moon with joy about this blue apron? Because I don't know how it started. I think it was the boys from Massachusetts, the Rockport boys, said you should make a calendar. Because I had a few guys that are our friends, Michael Vaccaro and Will Tian Hall, they posted pictures of themselves nude with just the apron. You couldn't see anything. You could just see the apron and some skin. They're very cute. So they gave me this idea, and then the boys from Rockport, Andrew Hankinson and Thomas Smoker, said, we want to pose for the calendar. I was like, the calendar? He said, aren't you going to have a calendar? And every month there will be someone naked behind the apron. So we were challenged, Leo.
I think we should name them the Hunky Husbands.
They are the Hunky Husbands, the very hunky Rockport husbands. Absolutely.
No offense to my other hunky husbands that are out there, but
we have so many, but they truly are very hunky. Now, Mario, speaking of hunky and Mexican like you, Mario Davila, the manager at Brandy's Piano Bar, famous, amazing, so good time saloon. I am there Friday and Saturday this week. Hi, beautiful people. He says, you are the beautiful person, Mario. We love you.
Liz is very funny.
Who, Liz?
And Mario Davila is very funny.
Oh, he's very funny. Liz Goldenberg says, love my mug and bag. Liz, I'm so glad. And you have properly displayed that. Lynn Portis, oh my God, I love the naked with the apron calendar idea. Lynn, it's beyond an idea now. It is gone. We're starting. The wheels are turning. We've already started. And here's the best part of it. People
Couples
are
cool, Lynn.
What? They're going to say, yeah, it's not just guys. If women want to send in themselves with an apron with nothing else on underneath. I mean, if you can have something else on, I'm not going to tell you, but the appearance should be, oh, look at your mug of nakedness. So we're going to do a calendar, but Leo is going to be the editor. He's going to look at all the pictures and make sure that they are up to par. Here is our mug.
Airbrushing. Natural is beautiful. No airbrushing.
Our
Natural
beautiful mug. What's the story with Maria mug? It's only $10, and on the back it says, go ahead, keep eating. Leo has the prototype or the original. Yours is, there is no other. This is one of a kind.
No,
but everybody else will
Leo
get
Vuitton.
Ooh,
Mario just threw his apron into the ring there.
Mario, oh my God, will you really pose for the calendar? Mario, that would be amazing. Now, maybe with some spicy, maybe with some pasta sauce, because Mario, you know what Leo showed at the top of the hour was the commercial that you made for my sauce, which it's very popular. So we showed the Amusi app commercial, and then we showed Mario Davila and Nate Cherry. So Mario, if you pose, I'll bring you an apron this weekend. If you pose for the calendar, that would be amazing. And then we'll figure out. We have to get it done soon because Christmas is right around the corner.
Right around the corner.
Yep. And then people can buy the apron, nothing but the apron calendar. Okay. What time do we have here? What are we looking at for time?
6:13. It is.
Oh my God. We talked too long. Okay.
Time.
Oh, we have one more thing. The tote bag, right? The tote bag is $10 also. You can't go wrong with this because now the plastic, I was at Trader Joe's today and they're even getting rid of their plastic bags, which I was very sad about because I do enjoy a Trader Joe's plastic bag. But anyway, so that's $10. Durable, resistant, and it carries a lot of stuff. Okay. So tonight's show, I always have a theme going, and sometimes the theme happens at the last minute. But my friend Lynn Portis genius, called me this week, and she said, "Hey, I'm doing a gig, and I need a piano. I'm playing piano, but I need a guitar player. Do you know any guitar players in Brooklyn?" And we went through a list of people that we knew and stuff. And I said, you know what? I'm going to call my friend Sarah Mucho because she's an amazing singer and she plays guitar, and she's in Brooklyn. So I reached out to her and she said, well, I can't do it, but I'm going to send Lynn some guys that I know can, they're amazing guitar players. So that worked out better than you could ever imagine. And then Lynn said, oh, I can't wait to meet Sarah. And I said, well, Sarah's going to be on the show. You'll have to, watch the show. And then last night I was at Stonewall with the incomparable Susan Caballero. I was on doing that. And so I was on the show with her. Oh, my God. And who came in but John Pietaro and Laurie Towers, husband and wife, amazing duo, bass player, drummer, jazz people. They have a show called Jazz Just After Dark. And they are Brooklyn people. I said, I swear to God, sometimes the universe sends me things out of the sky. So we're not going to waste too much time. Let's wait, Dominic, what do you mean, wait a second? Dominic, you are posing. We already know. You're going to be in the calendar. We've already said that. You're going to be Christmas. You're going to be Father Christmas or whatever the hell you're doing. I don't know. Remember, he was upset because you were going to be December because you're a Sagittarius, and he wants to be because he's the Christmas guy. So you got the Christmas.
He can be Sagittarius.
You're December, Dominic. So get it together now. Figure out a theme.
Mother Poopa, you can be Christmas.
He said, I had no idea Leo had photo approval. Well, he's my guy Friday. Leo's we're going to work together, but Leo's, going to be looking at everything. Okay.
Fine.
Yes, Leo you see he's getting red a little bit over there. He's blushing. Okay, without further ado, we're going to bring in our first guest. She is amazing. And there she is, ladies and gentlemen, Sarah Mucho. Everybody. Sarah Mucho.
Yay.
Applause.
Oh my goodness. Sarah, thank you first of all for saying yes. And I know I only asked you yesterday, but I've been dying to get you on, and we just haven't had the time hasn't worked out. But this week it worked out. And also you have all kinds of gigs coming up, which I'm so excited about.
Yeah,
But
me too. It's been a while.
You really do. You have so much stuff. And so first of all, I want to tell everybody that I've known Sarah for a few years now. Sarah, how many years now? Maybe like 8 years, a little more?
I think I've known you
Longer?
for like closer to 20 years, honestly.
Oh my God. Where did this time go? No.
I don't know. I mean, I started coming around the duplex in the early 2000s. So I knew Michael Isaacs.
Maybe. Well, when I think of Michael Isaacs, I always think of you. Because one of my favorite things was you guys did a show together where you both played guitar. And I remember that show distinctly. It was wonderful. So let me just tell you that Sarah's has pipes for days. For days. And she's just, she's a little bitty thing. But she has pipes you can't imagine. And I got to say this too, Sarah, because when I first met you and you were singing, you were very, very, very young. Like I remember thinking, how does someone that young have such a richness to her voice and such a knowledge of music? And I'm just going to say you're an old soul. Would you say you're an old soul?
Yes, I think that's probably accurate. Yeah.
Musically speaking.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So first of all, tell everybody what you got coming up. I know that you sing on your own. You also sing with different bands. And you were with a group called the Sometime Boys, which I absolutely loved. I listened to it a lot, by the way. I loved it. Didn't sound, and you know what I love about your sound? You don't sound like anyone else.
Oh,
You don't
thank
sound
you.
like anyone else. Like the way that you write, because you're a writer as well, right?
Yes, I've done a lot of writing. Kurt Leahy was my longtime songwriting partner. We had a few bands together.
Yeah. You don't sound like anyone else. Your stuff doesn't sound like anyone else. It's so original. So now COVID is hopefully in the rearview mirror and we're starting to play out again. So tell me what you got going on. You got a new band, right?
Yeah, I just started singing with these guys. It's like a jazz quartet. It's called Junker Jazz. Our very first gig is the 25th, so it's coming up. It's fun. There's all my gigs. It's on my website.
Okay.
Yeah. If you click on RSVP, it gives you the details of the gig.
Yeah. Leo's. So the 25th, where is that? Because it's a little hard to read because it's small print from here, but people can go to your website. But tell us about it. So that gig is on the 25th, and where is it?
It's a place called Young Ethel's in Park Slope.
Okay,
kind of
great.
Cool, kind of a retro-y type bar. We got a little room in the back. So we're playing a couple of hours from 4 to 7.
That's like great.
Old-timey standards and stuff.
What day does it fall on? Is it a Saturday or Sunday? Or?
It's a Saturday, yeah.
Okay, great. 4 to 7. Put that in your books. You know what? I believe is that Michael Isaac's birthday? September 25th. I think that's his birthday.
Yeah, I think that you're right because that's the day before is my mom's birthday.
Yes.
So
isn't that crazy? I never forget his birthday. It's the same day as Nate Bucherri as well.
Oh, yeah?
2 amazing musicians. Oh, there it is. Thank you, Leo. Okay. Junker Jazz at Young Ethel's in Brooklyn, Park Slope. So this is the cool thing about Sarah's website. You can go and click and RSVP. And
you don't have to RSVP. That's just I couldn't figure out how to change it.
Okay, but what I would do is put it in your calendars for sure. And what do you got going September 12th? That's right around the corner. That's a happy hour at Piano Bar?
So, Elliot Roth.
I love Elliot. He's one of my favorites.
Yeah, we were doing this for a while before COVID, like the second Sunday of each month at this bar called Freddy's in more like South Park Slope. So, COVID happened. We all know what happened. And now we're bringing it back. So that's 4 to 7 on the second Sunday of each month. And we do all kinds of stuff. It's like a piano bar, but more like rock, soul, R&B, standards, that kind of stuff.
Okay, it's just you two though, right?
Yeah, just us. Sometimes my friend Jay plays some drums, but not this time. Maybe a couple months from now, we'll reintroduce some more players. See how it goes.
Yeah, but it's good to start off this way. You feel it out, you see what's happening out there, you let people know, and then things they morph into other things, or they just get better. You just do what you do, and you do it well, and you just get better and better at it. I like the afternoon gigs a lot. I feel like people are really into that on the weekends. Especially in Brooklyn, there's like a huge crowd for that. Weekend gigs.
We get a lot of folks out for that Sunday gig, or we used to. I don't know what's going to happen if people are still nervous about going into bars and stuff. But
from experience,
by the way,
I think New Yorkers are okay. I got to tell you, people. You know why? Because we're vaccinated. That's the difference. And now you must show proof of vaccination to get in anywhere.
Yes, actually, you should. All these gigs, they're going to ask for proof and ID. So, FYI.
Yeah. So just bring it with you, or you can take a picture of it. Or they have this app called Alexia, I think.
Yeah, I have it. I can't remember. It's called Alexis.
Something like it's EX something, but it's your vaccination app, and it has it. It's if you got your vaccination in New York. Let me see. So Lynn Portis says Sarah. And Dominic, I had, let me see, hold on. Yeah. Oh, Cindy Krieger says, yay, Sarah. You guys remember Sarah from Rose? You worked at Rose's Turn, right?
Yeah, I worked at all.
Mama's, Brandy's, all of them. Now, I got to tell you, you wrote the song a few years ago that you and Joe Artizone recorded. And I got to tell you, every time I hear it, it brings tears to my eyes. It's beautiful. Can you remind me of the name of it? It's about nightlife and singing in bars.
Yeah, it's called Nightlife.
Oh, it's called Nightlife. Okay.
I think it is.
Is it on? Can we find it like on Apple Music or on iTunes?
It's all on all of our stuff's on all the things. Spotify, iTunes, maybe Amazon, CD Baby. I think it's on all of those.
All of those, yeah. So it's called Nightlife. It's by Sarah Mucho. And I'm gotta tell you, if you are a musician, if you've ever worked night gigs and you listen to this, you're gonna get emotional. It really tells our story. That's what I love about it.
That song in particular is about Rose's turn, like the last weekend at Rose's turn. Well, it's about what you said, the whole thing, but like there's a couple lines in that song that directly refer to the last weekend at Rose's turn. So, it's a nostalgic song for me as well.
Yeah, a lot of people. And I don't, that neighborhood's really never been the same. Like I just find that, but you know what it is about these places? Like they leave ghosts behind, like the memories are still there. You walk by those streets and you're like, wow, something amazing happened here, and relationships formed and music got made. And it's really quite remarkable, I think.
Yeah, I agree.
On
the Village these days, it's
changed a lot, right?
Yeah, but when you see those few little things that have held out, it's so nice to see,
Yeah, it really is. Now, let me ask you about getting back. I know you've been making videos again, which I love. I love when you make a video, and you've just been playing with your guys. Now, the Junker Jazz Band. I just was looking at one of those videos that you did today. That was an old Leon Redbone song. Mm-hmm. And I love the guy that's playing that.
The washboard.
Oh my God, he's so cool.
Yeah, he's great.
And that sound
on Craigslist, probably like beginning of last year, and we were gonna do some stuff together, and then again, COVID.
Yeah.
I just reconnected with him, and he's like, "I'm playing with these guys. You want to sing?" And I'm like, "Yeah."
Wow.
Naturally happened.
Isn't that great? You know what's amazing about musicians? Like you work with people that you never met in your life, and then you do a gig with them, and you feel like you've known them forever.
Making music's intimate. Making creative is intimate.
You're right. It's very intimate, and it connects people, and you can't explain the connection. You just know that you're on the same wavelength, and you just feel it just transcends everything. There's nothing to me more powerful than music. Nothing.
I agree. It's like one of the things that keeps me in New York as well, because just as you make those bonds, and it's really hard to break those bonds.
Absolutely. That's why I love recording it and making sure, like, whether either it's a video of it or it's archived somewhere, because it is forever. Then no matter where we go, if we separate, we have those moments, and they're forever frozen in our history. Like that song that you wrote. I just love it. I love that Nightlife song so much. And I love all your stuff. I think that you're just really, like, you're an amazing singer, but to me, you're a brilliant writer. I really appreciate your writing.
I'm not good at taking compliments.
Well, I won't give you any more of them. That's all you're getting. That's enough compliments out of me. Now, so how did it feel? I wanted to ask you, what did it feel like to get back in there and start playing in places again?
Well, actually, I haven't really done that. We played a couple of things, a street fair over the summer, and then my bandmates and a bunch of friends have this big gathering every summer. We all go up and play music all weekend. So we did that, which was really great. But it wasn't like a real show, and it wasn't indoors. So actually, this coming Sunday will be my first gig
indoor gig. Wow. How about, didn't you used to do a lot of stuff at Coney Island?
Years ago. I was just telling that story. My old band, we used to play out in Coney Island a couple times, at least in the summer.
Yeah.
That was a blast. I was just telling that story, reminiscing. When I was young, I used to play at this bar. It's not there anymore. But, maybe we'll do it again. Maybe next year. It happened. Uh-oh, am I alone?
Leo, there we are. Okay, yeah. Sometimes glitches happen. Who knows? But you stayed in, I popped out. Okay, so this will be your first one. Rainey says hi too, says Cindy.
Hello, Rainey. Hello, Cindy.
Cindy said Sarah's voice is sublime. I agree. And the thing is, you don't expect it. Like, you're very you're very modest. You're like, nah, whatever. But then when you sing, it's almost like I won't say you click into something, because it's not like a click that happens. It's almost like this kind of seamless. It's almost like you're in water or something. And then all of a sudden this voice comes out, and then you're just connected with the groove, very, very seamlessly connected with the groove. And there you are, and you started singing very young, right?
Yeah. I mean, I just kind of naturally did it, when I was like a kid, a little tiny kid. And then I did a lot of musical theater growing up.
Okay.
A little bit of classical voice. I trained a little. Moved to New York. I kind of thought that maybe that's what I was going to do. And I just kind of met somebody, and they're like, hey, do you write songs? And I'm like, yeah. I had never written a song in my life. So I went for an audition and just like pulled some shit out of my ass. And and it was...
Isn't that amazing how that happens sometimes? Yeah. Now, so
of course, this is a family show.
No.
Okay.
Where did you grow up? You didn't grow up in New York.
No, I was born in Western Pennsylvania, and my family moved to Southern California when I was about 8.5, and then I remained there until I graduated high school, and then I moved here that fall. Like I moved here right after high school.
Wow.
Yeah.
And was it just the music that drove you here, or you just the curiosity of it, or what was it about New York that made you want to be here?
Well, I came on a school trip here, and of course I loved it. And Southern California wasn't really for me.
Yeah.
It's Orange County, so it's a little square, it's a little conservative.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I love California, but I can see that.
Orange County is big, but where I was in Costa Mesa, I went to school in Newport Beach. It's kind of, yeah. It didn't really fit in. Let's just
I got you. I understand. And the thing is that what's beautiful about New York is, even though, because every single person I talked to that moved to New York felt like they didn't fit in where they were. And then you get to New York and it's just like, there's just not an issue. I don't know what that's about. There's something for everybody. There's a neighborhood for everybody. If you don't like where you live, there's another neighborhood. If you don't like where you work, you can find another place to work. There's just something about New York where everybody fits in. I always say there are no misfits here because there are no norms.
Yeah, I think it's pretty accurate.
And it's fluid, it changes all the time, and you'll always find where you belong, or you create where you belong.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of I wandered into Mama's and started working there almost immediately.
Yeah. And then Rose is right after that, right?
Rose is maybe 2003. I started covering some shifts there.
Yeah, amazing. Amazing sound. And people everybody that hears you was always like, how did that voice come out of that little girl? Because you're forever young. So it's wonderful. Now, okay, so let's tell people again, you got Freddie's coming up this Saturday?
That's this Sunday.
Sunday, okay. And where is Freddie's exactly? Can you give an address?
Yeah, so Freddie's is on 5th Avenue between 17th and 18th in South Brooklyn, South Slope, Brooklyn.
Okay.
Now pick it up. And off we go.
I love it. Love it. Okay, and then you got the other gig on the 25th.
Yes.
Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna Leo. Let's have Leo come back in for a second. Are you there, Leo? Are all the guests waiting in the wings yet?
Yes, they are. They're cuddled together, all cutesy.
I think they got a thing for each other or something. I don't know.
They might be. I think they finished all the champagne already, is what they're doing.
Probably. All right. Here's what we're gonna do, Sarah. If you don't mind, we're gonna pop you out. We're gonna pop in Laurie and John, and then we'll bring you back in at 9:45ish.
Sounds good.
Okay, stick around. Don't go far.
I'll be right here.
All right, wonderful. Yay for Brooklyn. Brooklyn is in the house. So we have these two hotties, right, in the wings?
Yep. We better get them on screen before they start making out.
I know, because they like each other. It's like crazy.
Gross.
They like each other. Yay! There they are. Oh my God, you both look stunning.
How are they
thank
fitting with
you.
those big, broad shoulders in there?
I know.
I almost didn't fit.
It's
I
hard.
almost didn't fit.
That's the
Hard to get
problem.
a puppy in this
Hey,
shape.
listen, Laurie's in great shape too. So, Laurie, you could say all you want about John. They're both in amazing shape.
I don't know about me, but I can attest to.
You're both in great shape. You're both gorgeous, and I'm so glad that we've met.
Yeah.
Oh, me too.
Our connector is Lynn Portis, as we know.
Genius.
Genius. See, everybody's saying it. I love it. I love it. So, first of all, I want to get as much information out as possible.
Sure.
You both have radio shows.
Yes.
You have Laurie. You have Raising the Bar,
Mhm.
right?
She's raising the bar. Yeah.
She's Raising the Bar,
Yeah.
and you have also a fitness show. Do you not?
No, that She's Raising the Bar was
Part of
actually an outgrowth of the Bridal Body Shop, which was supposed to be a reality show that I turned into a radio show 10 years ago.
Cool.
So
All right.
I into that.
And you talk about wellness and fitness and just really great things. But now you're really onto female empowerment, right?
That's it. That's what it's about, baby. Yeah.
Oh, I love it. And John, I gotta say, you also like, cause I look on. Sometimes I see some of your stuff pop up. You're also like such a cool, like female empowerment guy. Like you're like in our corner without like, it's not forced. You just really believe it. It comes through.
Yeah.
If not, she'll beat the crap out of me.
That's how
But
it
you
works.
know how it is.
That's how it works.
Listen, whatever it takes. It works, and you're there. Good, Laurie. Keep it up.
But you
we
know
need
what?
more guys like that.
To also say, I often say, women could not have advanced without our progressive brothers walking alongside of us.
Absolutely.
So we need them, and we need more guys like this. And there are a lot of wonderful men out there who want to see women excel.
100%. I actually was talking to Lynn Portis this afternoon. I was in Trader Joe's. Lynn Portis and I talk all day. And I just said, I was talking about that you folks had come to Stonewall last night. And I said, John reminds me of Joe. Joe is Lynn's husband. I get the same vibe from you guys. You're both straight guys, wonderful straight guys. And you just are in our corner. Like I feel like this guy is a good guy and he's in my corner. There's no pushing.
Look at that sexy picture of
I
him.
know he is. He's so hot.
Ow!
She took
All
it.
right. So let's fly right into this. So John, you have a show called Jazz Just After Dark, right? Mm-hmm. And tell everybody when it is, because I love watching it afterwards. But when does it go live?
Yeah, and thank you for your support on that, Maria.
Of course.
Yeah, my show airs every other Friday. So this coming Friday is the other Friday, I suppose. So this coming Friday, 6 to 8 p.m., and folks can get to it by going online to makerparkradio.nyc. It's a station, it's a community station through the city of New York. And it happens to be on Staten Island, where we don't live. We're Brooklyn people through and through. But Staten Island, I heard about the opening for a jazz DJ. And I said, this sounds like an opportunity. Since, I write about music much of the time. I'm a music journalist, and it just seemed to be the right thing. And so it's been a great show. And Laurie is the producer of that show.
Yes, I know. And that's so cool. So you folks work together quite a bit.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
wow.
As long as we could stand each other, we keep doing it.
We haven't fought on the air yet because we have the camera there so people could see what we're doing. We've been really good.
That's what it is. That's what it is.
Smooth as butter.
Right.
And as John says, he doesn't want, he's like, I don't want to make her mad. So he's on the beam.
The couple you see in that picture that popped up.
That's Kristen and Tom.
Mm-hmm.
They run the station. Yeah.
It's amazing. I really enjoy it. I got to say, I mean, I love listening to your show, and it's like, and because of you, I've gone to the website and looked at other stuff as well. It's really cool stuff.
It's a great station.
And they're all musicians, right? They're all in their own right.
Well, it depends on, there's some who are musicians, some who are just music lovers. But I guess the best thing I could say is they probably would kill me if I said it was modeled after another station. But I'm a huge fan, and Laurie became a huge fan in the last few years of WFMU.
Yes.
And if you know that station, they play everything from like really savage punk rock to electronic stuff, dance music, jazz. It's a wide array.
How
and
cool.
That's kind of how Maker Park Radio is. It's completely free form. We can play anything we want. And although they brought me on as a jazz DJ, it's not jazz in the specific sense. I mean, if we open up each show as we do with a Miles Davis tune, we can
which I love.
Oh,
You start with So What, right?
Right.
Yeah.
So what?
Which I love.
Yeah.
Great.
You know,
It's a
my
perfect
dad,
tune.
growing up, my dad was my dad's a hairdresser now. He's retired. But when I was growing up, he was my music influence because he was a DJ on the weekends.
Oh.
And he was from Italy, and he loved all that Italian jazz. He would play jazz, and he would also play classical music, but mostly jazz. And it was a lot of that, like Fausto Papetti and all these almost these Italian jazz guys.
Really?
And then, and that I didn't, Joe Vanetti, he was an electric.
Venuti. Actually, not
violin.
electric. Yeah.
Was it
not
electric?
He just
He made it sound that way.
Well, he could kick ass on the violin. Joe
Oh my
Venuti.
God.
Yes.
So I had this, my dad was he was really into jazz. So my mom was, not so much. So he used to take me everywhere. And even when I was little, he'd say, come on, we're going to back then you could go with your parents to a jazz club because they had food as well. So that was my influence. So that's why I really appreciate so much of the stuff that you play and Miles Davis was playing in my house all the time. And also John Coltrane. I have my John Coltrane shirt on tonight.
Right. Yeah. Train is God. That's for sure.
Yeah.
By all means. Yeah.
Really cool stuff. Now, let me ask you, you are both musicians, though.
Yes.
Okay. So, Laurie, you play bass.
Yes.
Many different basses, right?
Got 13 of them. And as we're moving now, you start thinking, oh man, I only use 3 for gigs. There's 3 main ones that I use. And I'm looking at the rest and saying, my God, maybe, but I can't part with any of them.
It's like Sophie's Choice.
No, it really is.
Yeah.
It really is. There's something about, because you've put so much energy into that piece. Oh, look at that. How cool.
Nice.
Leo,
Leo is incredible, by the way.
I love you, Leo.
Yeah, Leo is amazing. Wow. Amazing.
Yeah.
Look at this.
Nice.
He really, Leo does something. I love this picture. I love so much.
That's Sherry Rubel was the photographer for that one.
Right.
And she'll be shooting the night of the event.
Right.
She'll be there shooting.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
So we have an event coming up at the Stonewall Inn, October 18th.
18th, yes.
One of the many things that Laurie does is she's also a publicist. And her client, who was on the show a few weeks ago, Alexis Hunter, wrote an amazing book called Joy Lansing, A Body to Die For. And it's about Joy Lansing, who was a very famous movie star in the late 50s, 60s, going to the 70s. And then and Alexis and she had this beautiful love affair, and it was secret. And now the story can be told because the world has progressed. Yeah. So Alexis is going to be there signing her book. So if you're out there listening and you know where the Stonewall Inn is, October 18th.
Go, yeah.
Look at Leo on the
Leo on the spot, boy. Woo.
He's amazing. I'd be lost without Leo.
Got a lot on his shoulders too, I could see.
Right? I'm telling you. And Leo is a huge I Love Lucy fan. So he loved the whole connection with Joy and Lucy Arnaz. So October 18th from 6 to 8, there will be a book signing upstairs at the Stonewall Inn. And then afterwards, stick around, and Susie and I will be doing our thing from 8 on. And Laurie's going to be there, and John's going to be there. It's going to be amazing.
It's going to be a great night. I'm so looking forward to it.
Yeah.
Laurie's going to be emceeing the evening, and there will be a few other speakers. And, I'm not sure how much you could say now or not, but there'll be a few other speakers. She'll be up there emceeing. I'll be minding the books. There'll be books for sale. From this being Alexis's books for sale. And she will read from a selection, and she will also sign the books.
And this is a historic event. Yes. This is going to be really amazing. We're going to really plug it a lot more as well. Now I want to slide back to John because
Aw,
John,
we were having such a good time.
I know, but
Yeah.
I know we're on a roll, but there's so much to talk about. And so, John, you're a drummer, right? Okay, are you? Would you say you're predominantly a jazz drummer, or just a drummer and you love it all? Or tell me about your drumming.
I do love it all, but jazz was always my background, and I love rock and roll as well, though. I mean, and Latin music, which I studied a lot of that.
Yep.
So, to me, of course, there's no excuse that I can't dance, but I can't. But that's the music that's the music. Her toes can tell you that I can't. But that's the music that propelled me, and like even as a youngster, playing drums, and then also studying vibes and percussion and hand drums, congas and bongos.
Wow.
So like all of that kind of comes together, and the band that we have, which I must confess is other than the album we recorded, it's been pretty. We really haven't been moving anything because COVID, and also every schedule is crazy.
Yeah.
But we have a band called the Red Microphone, and should have brought you a copy of the CD. We'll get you a copy next time.
Well, we're going to see each other a lot. I'm not.
Yeah. But if anybody's interested, the Red Microphone, and it's not red as in Republican. I'll tell you right now. It's red as in radical socialist. So looks like we're moving along. Yep, that's the album cover.
Amazing, Leo.
And the CD is available on the I'll call it the infamous jazz label ESP Disc, which first produced to the world so many great avant-garde musicians. So this band, sometimes it's a duo, just Laurie and I, when I'm doing poetry and she's playing bass. Other times it is a quartet, which is common. We often see that's the duo. I'll play a little guitar.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
And that was us playing at the Parkside Lounge about a year and a half ago. I guess just before COVID, of course.
Right, I was going to say, wow.
Yeah. So, in order to accompany the song and poems, I'll play some guitar. It's really not my instrument, though. I mean, I'll use it. I hold it real well.
Well, you must be good at it to play it. I mean, you can't just, like, I don't play bass. I wouldn't be able to get up there and play bass, even though I play a little guitar and I play a little bit of drums. But, I wouldn't be able to. You have to know what you're doing. So that's pretty cool.
But you can also probably hold it well.
Yes, you have to hold it well, because then you have to. When people take pictures, you have to know what you're doing.
That's really what it comes down to.
I also, since you guys are in Brooklyn, I bet we know a lot of the same musicians. I don't think we have time right now to talk about it, but I have a lot of friends in Brooklyn as well. So it's just really cool people. One of my friends, Willie Martinez, who's a drummer.
I don't know him, but hey, there's a million.
I know. And he does a thing out on the street, out on a stoop now. He started in COVID. He plays on Sundays at 2 p.m.
Is this part of that? There was a stoop series. This has got to be the one.
Like we went, yeah.
We went to one during COVID. It was, So it might be part of that.
Yeah. So he's the drummer. And when you said Latin jazz, I was like, oh, I wonder if he knows. If he knows him. And it's just like there's so much to do, and there's so much that coming at us like quickly now, because now we can also like virtually send stuff out, and now there's live stuff. But there he is. Yeah. Okay. Willie Martinez. He's the drummer in the back, but every week he rotates jazz musicians out. Nice. It's incredible. It's really cool.
That is really cool.
Yeah, I love it. Brooklyn's so cool. It's just like such a cool borough.
Yeah. Brooklyn, there was, I forget what show it was. There was some HBO show a couple years ago. They said, well, Brooklyn is the new Manhattan. So then the other character says, well, what's the new Manhattan? And he said, Queens.
That's right.
That's hysterical. I know.
I don't know what happened, but it's true. There's a ton of great stuff going on in Brooklyn, and we have no complaints.
Yeah, I know. Okay, so hold on. We're gonna bring Sarah back on. Sarah Mucho. Sarah, I want you to meet John and Laurie.
Hi, Sarah.
Guys.
Sarah Mucho. She's
Nice
an
to meet
amazing
you.
musician and singer and songwriter, and she does so much stuff in Brooklyn. So I'm sure your paths will cross at some point. Leo, you have to come back in. The amazing Leo Rodriguez.
Wow.
There he is. Isn't he incredible?
Worthy.
He's incredible, right?
You are too.
All right. So what I do every week is I have creative people on. The show celebrates creative people, the reality of living, thriving, and surviving as a creative, as we say. So in order to, I can't just ask creative people to come on and talk about their lives. I have to stay creative as well. So every week I cook something. And I've been on the keto. I was off it for a week, but now I'm getting back on it because I have to. So what did I make tonight? I made chicken andouille sausage, spicy, with I got caramelized onions in there and roasted red peppers in there, all caramelized. I have some garlic and some sherry. And that's on cauliflower rice.
Oh, nice.
Yes, I knew you'd like that, Laurie. I was hoping you would approve of that, because I know you are the fitness guru. And I love rice, but I'm trying to stay away from the carbs. So this is cauliflower rice, and it smells delicious. Very nice. A little balsamic vinegar on that.
Good.
Now for my salad. And one of the reasons I am not 400 pounds is because I love salad as well. I eat salad every day. And tonight I have a baby arugula salad with bocconcini, Campari, tomatoes, black olives. I'm going to put a Sicilian lemon olive oil on this, and aceto di Modena, which is right from Tuscany. It's a delicious balsamic vinegar on that.
Very cool.
Be careful with that Sicilian oil, huh? It'll get you.
I know, every time, Leo. And then I like dessert, but keto is hard to have dessert. But I do, since we do have a lot of people out there that are trying to diet. This is a keto brownie. So if you just type in keto desserts, everybody has them now.
Yeah.
And it's my way of not, staying on the beam and doing what I got to do.
Here, Maria. Here, gain your couple pounds back.
Oh, no. What have you done, Leo?
Everyone's in Brooklyn, and I miss pizza from Brooklyn. So I used to live on.
That's nice.
I used to live on Broadway Myrtle off of there. So I made me some pizza and I oiled the pan really, really, really well. So there's still some dripping. And it's 4 cheeses and pepperoni and sausage.
Delicious. And Leo is in Idlewild, California. He is up there now, close to Palm Springs, which, what's funny, Laurie, is
I have to get down the hill and meet her too, by the way.
Yeah, Alexis and Leo have been in touch.
Good.
She's in Palm Springs, so they're going to have lunch.
Sagittarians. We're Sagittarians. Watch out.
I know.
Same here.
Oh, you're a Sag too?
Yeah.
Yeah, when's your birthday?
December 14th. Excuse me, there's a garbage truck going by. We are in Brooklyn. Did we mention that we're in Brooklyn?
Listen, one of my dogs is snoring, just so you know. And I kept thinking, oh my God, I have to wake her up because she's going to snore so loud. She's snoring with her eye open, one eye open. She's so cute. So, okay. So now what now that I've introduced you folks, and I'm glad that everybody is connected. Sarah, you must go and listen to John's show. It's incredible. It's so good. Jazz Just After Dark. Laurie produces it. And just the stuff that you play, John, like it's so eclectic. I know that term is overused, but it really is. Because I listen to it and I do things around the house. I run around and I go, Jesus, what's he playing now? What the hell is it? That's completely different from what he just played. And then it's just really cool stuff. And I learn something every week as well. So I appreciate that. And I noticed that you also still use CDs, which I think is great.
I think they're frozen.
Yeah, I think they're frozen, but they'll come back. Yeah, so what's great about their radio show is it's filmed, but it's also, they're going live, but he's literally taking CDs out of, and I love that, because Sarah, did you have CDs when you were doing stuff, or did you always go digital?
No. We have. I think I still have a bunch of CDs.
Me too.
Lying around, but the last album, the last couple of albums from the last couple years were digital. I mean, just it's just easier to give somebody a download card than a.
Yeah, and that's what's happening is I think that most people aren't even making CDs anymore. Like I have a ton still left over because I had 2 CDs, and I did a bunch of printings of each, and back in the day they used to, people would buy them,
Yeah.
But now everything's digital. So.
People ask me if I have them.
Yes, Leo.
Just an update. We think just from the messages that they've lost power or internet.
Okay.
So they're trying to get back on, but just
Okay, well, no biggie. If they do, wonderful. If they don't, it's okay. We'll promo their stuff anyway. Listen, these things happen. Last week, same thing. Someone was popping in and out, and actually, the guy that called in last week couldn't get in at all because there was a hurricane happening while the show was going on.
Yeah,
and he was in upstate, so he just ended up calling in. But so that was fine. So, Sarah, what would you say as a young person? When was the first time you remember like hearing jazz or loving jazz or something where, because usually people your age like don't gravitate towards jazz?
I don't know. I feel like I was pretty young. I think I might have been in high school, and I was really interested in stuff that wasn't typical of people my age. But I can't think of a specific moment. But I've always really loved like that old timey stuff, like the old blues and like the New Orleans style, like Louis Armstrong, all that kind of stuff. Like female singers, of course, all the great female jazz singers. I've always, and even Aretha Franklin, who kind of delved into that.
Absolutely,
Aretha Franklin. So,
Leo, what do you got?
Oh, nothing. I was just since they were. I thought I'd jump.
Oh no, I'm glad you're back with us.
I was going to say though, but aren't those songs the songs that we consider the Great American Songbook? A lot of them came from Broadway in the first Cole Porter and the Gershwins and I mean they wrote a lot of these songs that we are they put into musicals mostly to get their songs out there, but that's where a lot of our I learned it from.
A lot of those standards are from like musicals or at least like reviews,
right?
And then there's also like overlap with like old Americana, traditional stuff kind of overlaps with that. There's a lot of overlap.
Yeah.
So like
there is.
A pretty broad term, kind of like rock. I mean,
Yep.
What I like your latest stuff, Sarah, is really it's of a different time period. Were you going for that?
What are you talking about the Junker Jazz?
The Junker Jazz, yeah.
Yeah,
it's retro, isn't it?
We're kind of having fun with it. Like
I love it.
I've been, it's a different side of me. People don't actually weren't really aware that I had that side. So
I wasn't, and that's why it's really like so fascinating, and I love it. I'm like, I feel like we're going back in time. Like if I were to just shut my eyes, I feel like I just went back to the 40s or something.
I'm trying to find a balance though. Like I don't want it to just be like, because I don't want people to get bored with it either.
Right. No, but what you've done is you've taken both worlds and put them together. That's what's so cool about it.
And having Leo on the washboard thing is kind of adds a little something special to it, I think.
So his name is Leo. You see, everybody needs a Leo in their lives. I've been saying this all week. This is my new mantra. So you have your Leo, I have mine. It's really, really great stuff. Okay, I'm just checking for time. We have about 4 minutes left to our show. So now going through what we went through last year and everybody having to be stuck in our houses and all that and not playing, was there ever a moment where you felt like it wasn't going to come back?
No, I had faith. If I'm being 100% honest, I kind of wasn't really looking forward to certain parts of normal coming back.
None of us were, trust me.
I think there were a lot of things that it's shown a light on that just kind of like everybody forgot about as soon as things started to go back to normal. And, but what are you going to do?
Yeah, no, I agree. A lot of us have been talking about that and just admitting that there were parts of like being home, concentrating on stuff we hadn't had a chance to concentrate on for years. Working
I didn't have before to like do things that I always wanted to do,
Right. And research stuff. And I wrote a bunch of stuff, I don't know if you did, but I find that a lot of people pulled stuff out that they hadn't looked at in years and things like that.
Yeah, I started playing a lot more guitar again. And I also started taking a class, which is unrelated. Yeah, I'm learning web development. So, which is not really related to the music, but it is something.
But it's creative, absolutely.
Yeah, and
Absolutely.
I'd love to build like a music app. I think that's kind of like one thing I
Yeah,
can do
why
with it.
not? But see, that's the beauty of working in the music business is that there's always stuff that's changing and evolving, and it's so cool to know all sides of it, and if you can know the tech side of it too, wow, that's really,
Yeah.
really cool.
Well, I didn't have the time before, and COVID sort of gave me the time to do that, so that was helpful.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so we have maybe a minute left. If you could send some hope out there to musicians or people that have kind of been like not doing, whatever, kind of dragging their ass or not getting back to it, or people that are like, I wanted to do this and now I don't know. If someone needed a shot in the arm tonight, what would you tell them?
Jeez, I mean, I know that feeling. I really do. I think part that comes probably from like maybe not being where you want to be. It's a tough business. I would say just like, you got to keep doing it, and you'll have experiences that, will really, that'll be really special and unique to you that nobody else will have had. And, it's all worth it for those moments, I feel like.
Yeah. I love that are unique to you. I love that. Now, so let's plug your show again. You have a show. You have something coming up this Saturday, the 14th.
This Sunday.
Oh, Sunday. I keep saying Saturday. This Sunday at the 14th.
12th. I think the 14th is my birthday.
Oh, right. Okay, that's what you're talking about.
Yeah, no, Sunday the 12th, 4 to 7 at Freddy's. And then the next one's the 25th. It's a Saturday from 4 to 6 at Young Ethel's. And there's more after that. It's all on my website.
Okay, so go to Sarah's website, sarahmuchomusic.com. And Mucho is spelled M-U-C-H-O. It's the Italian spelling. So, okay, and John and Laurie, the power went out there, so that stinks. So, but they are in Marker Park Radio, and that is every other Friday. John Pietaro and Laurie Towers, and they're amazing musicians. LaurieTowers.net, and they have this great radio station. So, I want to thank you, Sarah. Thanks for coming on. I want to thank Sean and Laurie. Thank you for taking the time. I want to thank, of course, my right-hand man, my Guy Friday, Leo Rodriguez. Oh, my God. Leo, are you eating already? Jesus.
I tried to make it last. I tried to make it last.
That's what you got to do. I want to thank Armed Radio, armeddigitalmedia.com, Armed Radio Global. I want to thank Jim Bell, our producer and engineer, who puts all our stuff. We're going to be in podcast and iHeartRadio, Spreaker, and Spotify. Thank you. Come back every Tuesday at 9 p.m. And if you miss our show, don't worry, because we archive it on my page, on the show page, and on our YouTube channel. So go and check out all our shows. This is show 212. Yay! Thanks, everybody. Thank you, Sarah.
Bye-bye. Thank you.